There are 21 bridges in and out of Manhattan. Shut them down. 3 rivers, close them. 4 tunnels, block them. Stop every train and loop the subways. Then, we flood the island with blue.
What you're watching, I guess, through the course of the movie is, are there any cops that aren't dirty involved in this? And, you know, there's sort of this, the audience is trying to balance whether or not the bad guys are really bad or whether the good guys are really good. And so that's essentially the chase that you're seeing throughout.
Are you who they say you are?
Who do they say I am?
I love that it took place in one night. I felt like that was such an exciting way to tell a story, and especially a story in this genre. And I think with the casting of it, they really went for actors, like character actors. It wasn't the obvious choices. There's no glamour. It's a very kind of real look at what this would actually be like, and they've been very thorough with having cops consult. So the entire thing felt like it was heading towards aiming to be something that's very real and grounded, and that's always an appeal for me in a script.
Automatic weapons, 2 shooters. They have training.
How old were you when your father's captain came? I asked for you for a reason.
I will find out.
One of the things that's almost unique in my experience about this feature, especially this is, I think it's around 40 days, and at Brian's suggestion and continued urging, we've been able to shoot largely in sequence, not 100%, but the story kind of lends itself to that a little bit because, you know, the bad guys will go to a certain location, the cops will chase them to that location. So in that sense, it was logistically sort of made sense. But it's very helpful for actors to, it's sort of the best of both worlds of doing a play and a movie, you know, to be able to do it, again, not 100%, but largely in sequence, because so oftentimes, you know, on day 3 of a long shoot, you find yourself shooting, you know, whatever, the big scene at the end of the movie, and then as you're going along, you go, oh, wow, this would have informed that. Oh, yeah, I wish I'd have known this when that, you know. And there's been very little of that in this case, which is a blessing for all concerned, especially the script supervisor.
I love the part where they shut down the city, you know, it's never been done before. And I mean, that's, if you think about it, that's just the gesture alone is insane, you know, New York City and this manhunt. And I think ego-wise, playing Ray, you love it, you know, that you have everybody in the city just all in and looking for these two guys.
They're not gonna escape this island.
You're the only cop tonight who speaks first and shoots second.
Everyone loves a good crime action thriller, you know. For me, like, some of my favorite movies growing up were The Heat. Reservoir Dogs is like top 3 all time to me. So, you know, for me, I feel like this film sort of had elements of that, everything I loved about a good crime thriller, and you know, no one's ever seen me do something like that. So for me, it was a really cool thing to, you know, to get to be a part of it.
Closing the island, it not only compresses the space that these 2 fugitives can you know, run to, but it also puts a clock on how long we have to find them.
It's really cool because, I mean, I think that the film, it all takes place in this night, so you're dealing with sort of a race against time, you know, in which the audience can sort of really, you know, get a feel of what these guys are going through and follow along in this journey. And it's not sporadic, it's not a bunch of different days, it's just one consistent night. So, yeah, things go awry, to say the least.
This was a setup.
Call it what you want.
I just did.
If you go down this road, you're looking over your shoulder the rest of your life.
I'd rather look the devil in the eye.
Still going bad on